Hello! This is going to be mostly a weeb trash video. If you don't know what that means, it means like an anime manga focused video. Anyways, this is like a recap of my anime life and manga life for the past few days. I decided to make this an anime slash manga video because I just finished Fairy Tail chapter 415. I just finished Fairy Tail chapter 415 and I'm absolutely breaking down because I don't want to spoil. Okay, stop this video right now and go read Fairy Tail chapter 415 or just catch up in general because I don't want to spoil it and I need to spoil it. So Igneel just disappeared and Natsu's crying and Igneel's just like, live and look at your future. That's how you'll know where you're going and stuff. And I'm just like, so I just spent about 5-10 minutes absolutely freaking out and sobbing and reblogging everything on Tumblr that has to do with Fairy Tail, because that's what I do during my moments of absolute horror with a show or manga or anything. Anime wise, Tokyo Ghoul first episode of season 2 just came out. I don't know if any of you have watched that yet. I know I haven't watched it yet, but so far what I'm getting from that is that really different from season 1, and it's really different from the manga, which is kind of disappointing because I just finished the manga a little bit back, and that means that I might be disappointed, but it also might mean that I'll be happy with it because the manga was really sad. And so if they're changing it, I hope it's for the good, and I hope it's going down a really good plot road, because if it's not, then I'll just be sad because I love Kaneki Ken, and so he needs to be perfect during the entire show. I just finished reading a bunch of shoujo. For the past few weeks I've been reading only shoujo. Well, other than of course Fairy Tail and stuff. I just started this new shonen manga, but there's only one chapter out. If you're curious about that, just tell me. Just leave that in the comments below. But there's only one chapter out and there's only 6 pages, and it's about this guy is being sacrificed to a god, and this god is really pretty and stuff. And she looked kind of small, but you know how mangakas write their manga and draw the girls. So the girl looks really small, and apparently she's God, and she's okay, well, as a sacrifice you are allowed to have one wish. You can have money, you can have women, you can have anything you want. And he's just I want to marry you, and she's oh no, and she's fine, and the manga ends. And so that's the first chapter. I think it sounds pretty interesting. Comment below if you want the name of it. I don't remember it by mind because it's fully Japanese name. I plan to start Naruto. I know it's really late, and I know Naruto kind of just ended, but I plan to start watching the show and finish that. I just finished Korra too. That doesn't really, I don't think it really counts as an anime since it's kind of made by mostly Americans. And then I know that they got help from the makers of Dragon Ball Z to sort of edit and animate that, so that's pretty cool. So I guess it counts as anime, kind of, sort of. I don't know if you guys I know a lot of people are oh, Avatar The Last Airbender was better, but point is not to compare shows, especially if you really like cartoons and anime and stuff. Cartoons and animes are two different things, so don't ever mess that up. Anyways, especially if you like cartoons and anime and stuff, you better not stop yourself from watching a show just because it's not exactly the show before. I know that happens with Avatar The Last Airbender and Korra, because Avatar The Last Airbender, of course, is the first view of that Avatar world. You get the 4 elements and everything comes together. And then we got Korra, which is a completely different setting, where it is in the sort of future from Aang. And it's cool though because you get to see Zuko and Toph, and everyone really comes back. Even Uncle Iroh, come on, Uncle Iroh is back. So I don't know why anyone wouldn't watch it, but I just finished Korra, and again, spoiler alert, Asami and Korra are a thing. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Korrasami is canon. They are a thing. If you have a problem with that, then no one cares because you've watched the show up to then. Korrasami is a thing. They're dating. They're furthering their relationships together. Korra and what's his name are a thing. Mako? No, they're not a thing. Asami and Mako, not a thing. Bolin is getting the girls. I'm proud of Bolin. Korra goes to a spirit world with Asami. That's how the thing ends. And I don't know exactly how I feel about that. I wish that, I don't know why, but it just didn't feel like a fulfilling ending to me. It made me happy, and I think my eyes teared up a little bit because I was like, that's my Korra going into the big world. But it wasn't as fun and nice. I don't like to use the word nice, it's too general, but it was as fun and nice to me as it could have been. Like, I wish that I had seen more of like I know Korra's the main character and she's like the point in which the world circles around her, you know, bring peace and stability to the world, but kind of wanted to see more about like everyone. What's up with them, you know? Like we barely know what's going on with Mako and Bolin at the end. They're just like at the party. Almost everyone's at the party for the wedding, and the wedding it's just like there are certain things that you don't end shows with, and ending a show with like the wedding and then them going to the spirit world but everyone else is at the party is kind of like, I was like, okay, kind of want more. I hope that they come out with like a kind of OVA for Korra, because that's kind of what I want. Another thing that I want to bring up in this anime life of mine is Durarara. Season 2 is coming out. I think it just came out like yesterday, so that's pretty exciting. I'm probably gonna watch the first episode today. I haven't watched it yet. In any other anime and manga videos that I'll have in the future, y'all will probably see me talking about that. You'll always also see me talking about Naruto probably, because I have to start that. I think that's like it for my anime and manga life. Like I said, I've been reading a lot of shoujo. So if you're looking for like any manga or anime to watch, or if you don't like manga or anime, and you're just watching this video to like support me or something, then, and if you would want to start it, then just like hit me up. Tell me like what kind of anime and manga you're into. Well, what kind of anything you're into, like movies. Just tell me what kind of movies you're into. I know I got my friend Gavin to watch Elfen Lied because I heard that he likes horror and gore and stuff. And if you like horror and gore, then I've got a bunch. Like another Higurashi, like I've got a bunch for you because I like horror. If you like romance comedy movies, then I've got a bunch for you there, because romance comedy is a big thing. Action is definitely a big thing, so if you want anything like that, and even if you want it to be more like specific, if you say I want dragons in it, well, I can hook you up with Fairy Tail, because Fairy Tail has a lot of dragons. If you want like spirits, Bleach. If you have almost any anime or manga or something that you're interested in watching, I can probably help you find like the anime for you, because I watch a lot, and even if I haven't watched it, then I have probably read something up on it, because a lot of the animes that people bring up to me, like they're like, oh, you should watch this, I'll probably be like, yo, I've heard of that, because I have heard of a lot of animes, and just because I'm not watching it doesn't mean I'm not interested in watching it. Like I haven't my anime list, which if you don't know what that is, it's a website where you can put like a list of all the animes that you're currently watching, that you plan to watch, and that you have already watched. So it's a good way to keep track of what you're doing if you're like a giant anime and manga nerd. Like I also have my anime list is not just for anime, it's also for manga and stuff. So I of course have like a lot of stuff there. So there are a lot of things that I haven't like finished, but I plan to go back to, and I have a bunch of animes that I plan to watch, and I don't even know what I'm doing with my life in terms of watching anime and reading manga, because I have like 70 or like 50 currently reading for manga, and I'm like, wow, I didn't realize how much I was currently reading. The only manga that I'm really like following like by its ass is like Fairy Tail, because that's my shit, and I've been reading it since there were only 15 chapters out and only one episode out. So I'm rereading Dead Man Wonderland, so if you want to talk to me about that, that would be cool, because I love Dead Man Wonderland. I finished the anime, because the person got like pregnant, I think, and stopped releasing episodes, and it just got canceled, and it was even on Toonami for a while, so I was really disappointed, and it made me want to cry. I didn't finish Casshern Sins, which is another thing that was on Toonami. I finished Hellsing Ultimate. I think that was on Toonami like once. I don't know, I was at my friend's house, and it just flashed by the screen, and I was like, oh my god, it's Hellsing Ultimate. So there's that. I think that's all I have to tell you. I know I said that 5 minutes ago. Well, not 5 minutes ago, but I think that's it in my anime life. And so I'll probably have more videos like this in like a week or two. I just hit me up, okay? Bye.